Hi everyone, I'm Yuri, and here's the beta test for my redesign of Outrun, and it's called Territory. Now, I've already introduced my game rules in the alpha test, but there are a few changes I've made. Since the changes could be very small and detailed, I split the changes into three aspects: theme, which is the story background of the game; world rule, which is about the game pieces; and gameplay, the procedure of each turn and how you're going to play it. So first of all, the theme. So once upon a time, there was a few pieces of land floating above the ground, thousands of feet away from the horizon, and there were some unknown power holding them up so they won't fall apart or fall from the sky. And the people called those lands Skyland, and you're the king of one of the flowing lands. But one day the mysterious power weakened and could only support one of the skylands. So your mission is to protect your land while defeating the other skylands so that your land could be the only one that supported it. And I've made a few changes with the game pieces. So first of all, I got coins and dice in my alpha test for randomness, but now I've removed coins because only using dice for the random elements is enough. And I've removed the weapon card. Though it really seemed fascinating at first, I found it really hard to make people concentrate on both walking around with their avatars and using the weapon cards at the same time. So I need to get rid of it so to make the game seems less pain to learn it. And instead of the Kisses chocolate I use in my alpha test, I choose a cube shaped avatar. Well, actually, it was a dice, but I did some working on it, and it has four numbers on four of the sides, so you can count down the numbers of duration of the tile they're standing on. So it will be easier to keep the count. And lastly, the tiles. I've found it hard to make the roads and rivers fit perfectly together in the board games, and it takes a lot of time to fit them and keep them in their area. So to make it easier to fit together, I made them to use different colors instead of different roads, and so people won't cheat. And there are also changes I've made in gameplay. So first of all, the process, which will be mentioned later, and I mentioned that I got rid of the coin piece. So, but I did not replace the flipping a coin with rolling a dice. Instead, I made flipping a coin and pick up two tile or one tile and a decision by equaling two tiles and one tile and attack movement. And secondly, I've got rid of the weapon card. There's also other things you can do else than attacking. So you can heal your tiles. Though it may seem useless since you can equal one tile and one attack movement to two tiles, it is actually useful because, so first of all, if you're trying to team up with someone in a four-player game or something else, though you're not able to pick up tiles for them, you could still help them by healing their tiles. And secondly, if others' avatar is only few tiles away from winning you, picking up the tile means nothing to you. You could only heal up the tiles in front of them and they're standing on. But you have limitations here. You need to roll the dice to judge whether it's successfully healed your tile or failed. So before you roll, you let your rivals to guess two numbers, and if you roll that one of the two numbers, you fail healing it. And the avatar movement is that you cannot overwalk any of the pieces that is not defeated. And the game procedure is, so first of all, it's your turn, and you decide whether you'll pick up two tiles or you use one tile and one weapon use or two weapon uses. And if you choose two tiles, then you pick up two tiles and try to fit them in your land. And if you cannot fit them in, you should throw the ones that couldn't fit away. And if you choose one tile and one weapon use, first of all, you do the same with that one tile as the two tiles. And then with that one weapon use, you choose to heal or attack. If you choose to attack, then if the tile you're standing on still has duration, then you should stay where you are and the game goes on. And if the tile is dead, then you choose one of the tile around you to go on, and you can only move one step and your turn ended. If you choose to heal, then you should let your rivals guess 2 numbers, and then you should roll the dice. If the number you roll isn't their guess, then you choose to heal the tile you want for only one duration point. So I'd like to show you my game pieces and give some examples of the game. So first of all, this is my alpha test board, and here's my alpha test tiles. And you see it's really hard to fit together, so I changed them to colors. And because I changed them to colors, so this board cannot be used again because it's really hard to look at them and differ from the tiles and the board. Because I cannot find a place to make the records to include both maps together, what I'm trying to do is, this is the orange player's land, and the avatar here is the blue player's. This is the blue player's land, and the avatar here stands for the orange players. And for the starting of the game, you can do rock, paper, scissors or something to decide who goes first. And for the setup is that you need to pick up 5 tiles from the deck is faced down, and you need to pick up 5 and lay it up like this. You still need to follow the rules, like the same color goes to join together. To save time, I did it before. So for example, if the blue player goes first, he chooses not to build up his land anymore because he thinks he's already built. Then he chooses to attack 2 times. Then he moves to the first tile. And see, this tile has 1, 2, 3, 4 colors. So this tile has the duration of 4. And I put the after here like this. And I attack 2 times. So this 4 turns to a 2. And I end my turn. For the orange player, he chooses to heal one of the tiles and to add 1 tile to his land. So still goes back to his land. He pick up 1 tile and he wants to fit here. But sometimes for right now, it's really easy to fit your tiles in because it's all empty. I can fit wherever I want. Actually, when the board gets filled, it's really hard to fit in the tiles. And sometimes, for example, you pick up like this tile has 2 colors, and if you put it right before the winning point, it's really not a good decision. So actually, when you still have the place to put, you can also throw it away. It's all by your choice. So first of all, he pick up 1 tile and then he choose to heal. So before he heals, he need to ask the blue player 2 numbers, and the blue player say, okay, then 1 and 2. And the orange player rolls, and he rolls 5. So he can heal this tile, and this avatar goes to 3 because he healed successfully. And also I want to mention something like, for example, you've paved a path here, but actually you can choose like, I walk here. But still you can only walk 1 step per time, but you don't need to attack anymore. You can just simply go through it. Because like this, you can do 2 times attack. This doesn't really matter. But like the tile here, you need to attack twice. Like this is 3 kind of color, and you need 3 turns. So for example, I can attack 2 times here and 2 times here because they are all tiles that have only 2 duration. But after that, I can go around it so that I won't need to attack these tiles anymore. Also, there are situations I want to mention is that when you have people like more than two playing games, then you might have two players attacking one player. Like, for example, this is the player green, and player blue and player orange decides to first attack on player green, then to do duel. So they can both pick to go to the first tile, and then the blue one attacked once. So this tile goes. It was 2, but it goes to 1, and for the orange one, he decides to attack once. So this time, this tile, which was 1, goes to 0, and then they could also pick to go around this tile, which one they want. And the blue tile maybe choose to go this way, and the orange tile goes this way. Orange piece goes this way. They're both okay. So when you have different people, like 2 or more people, attacking one people, then the duration of the tiles does not change. So the avatars should notice that if someone has already attacked that tile, then they also need to switch the times. And about the winning situations, so for example, this tile has 4, and for example, I attacked it till 2, and the person who holds this map does not heal this tile. So after this duration goes to 0, I can go to this tile and I win. So this land, for the theme, this land falls off because this is the winning point. When someone's piece lands on the winning point, they win, and the people owning this land lose. So remember, you only have one avatar in each map. That is, for example, you're doing a game of 4, then you have an avatar in player blue's map, a same avatar in player green's map, and another same player in maybe player gray's map. But you only have one in each map, and you cannot you can choose to attack on 3 of them at the same time, but you might want to notice that the 3 of them may all choose to attack on you. But still, if you have drawed, like in this turn you choose to draw 1 tile, and the tile you draw is the duration of 2. You can either choose not to put it around here, or you can say, no, I don't want this tile. Even though you can fit it here, you can say, I don't want this tile, and then put it away. But once you've put it on your map and choose there to be where they should be, you cannot remove it your own. For example, you choose a duration of 2 tile by just beside the winning point. That means you cannot get rid of it by your own. The only way you can get rid of it is that someone attacks on it, and by that turn you choose to replace this tile with a duration of 4. So in this situation, you might not want to put the duration of 2 tiles just beside the winning point, because this tile is easily to be defeated. And I also want to clarify one thing. I think I did it wrong on the PowerPoint, is that if you have defeated this tile and this tile goes off, and you still need to stand here and wait for the next turn to go on. So in this case, it made it not that easy to win. And it also gives you a chance, like for example, the enemy's avatar is already over here. It gives you a chance to pick up a tile and add it here if they've defeated that tile. But if they've not defeated, this tile has only 1 duration here, and it's your turn, you can only heal it. You cannot replace it with another tile. And that is all for my beta test of the redesign of Outrun, and now called Territory. And thank you for watching this video. Bye!